Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself.
We're rolling. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Stretch Yourself podcast. We're back for another banger, for another good one. Folks, this episode is being released a day late. I am so sorry. Last week, but I kind of made up for it last week because I released that one a day early. This one's coming out a day late. I am so sorry. Your boys had a very busy week. Thank you so much for tuning into the pod. This is the podcast where we stretch ourselves and we out of our comfort zones and we learn stuff. And busy week for your boy. Last week we had Carl on doing another solo today because it's just hard, dude. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's hard to book a podcast and to continually have guests scheduled. So it's nice. It's nice, especially when I have a busy week, to just come on here and just hop on and tell you guys about how I've been stretching myself lately. First of all, let's go to the calendar, folks. I established this last week. Also, let's take the pictures are nice too. It'd be nice if we can. This is the national parks calendar, so it's nice to see the picture and the calendar. Let me get that in front of the camera here. That's the picture. Very nice, very beautiful. There's the calendar. As you can see here, by the big red X's. Last week, I established that I would be writing, and I do the calendar method where I mark an X for every day that I spend 20 minutes or more writing and intentionally focusing on my material. Just breathe. So last week I was recording to you on Monday the 7th, and I said I'm going to write today, and I did. Wrote the day I recorded, the next day, and Wednesday, and then I fell off on Thursday. And I'll tell you why, okay? This is not an excuse. This is just what happened. Thursday was busy at work. Oh, shit, fuck. I just spilled my tea everywhere. So I bumped into the mic. That's okay. That'll dry. Thursday was a very exciting day because I went to the Field of Screams premiere. It was the big day. The big movie came out, and it was super fun. It was a very good time. Thank you to all the people who came out to the show, to the movie premiere. Thank you to the crew of the Field of Screams. It was an amazing experience, and I loved it so much. And I can't thank you guys enough for allowing me to be a part of that, and to having trust and faith in me that I was going to, be a good actor and follow through on that. And I think it was good. I think it was really good. Seeing a movie like that I was in a theater in front of everybody like that, it felt a lot kind of like school. Like it felt like when I was in high school, I went to a private Christian school, so we had a mission trip our senior year, and I think we went on that in like January or something, and of my senior year, and then we get back, and then we still have the rest of the semester, and so they played like a slideshow in the gym of like everybody, and several shots of the slideshow of our mission trip, several pictures of that was me sleeping on the bus or me sleeping somewhere because I was always asleep. And it was kind of funny because not only did the feeling of me seeing on the screen with a bunch of people around, that feeling felt the same as when we were in the theater, but also fucking just like the fact that I was sleeping a lot in several shots in the film too. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, dude, it was fun. It was really good. Really good time just seeing it with my buddies and my lovely girlfriend, and my uncle came out. Shout out Uncle Steve, and it was just nice. It was nice, and I got a couple of good jokes. I got a couple of pops from my laughs, and it was just a big moment. It was just very satisfying to see it do well and to see it being well received, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you again. If you guys are in Colorado and you didn't get a chance to see it in Denver, you can watch the movie in Fort Collins at the Lyric. April 24th I'm going to be there for that one. And then I'm done. I'm done with movies. I'm done with movie premieres. No, I'm just kidding. But I am gonna be putting the pedal to the metal when it comes to stand up, because a lot of good things are coming up here, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that coming up. But some of it's way down the road, so we don't gotta talk about that yet. Yeah. So Thursday didn't do any riding. Friday, what did I do? Oh, Friday. Okay. So Friday, get this. I took the day off from work on Friday. It was my boy Patrick's birthday. Shout out, friend of the pod, Patrick Trujillo. It was his birthday, and he was having a party at our house. And I really wanted to be there. If I wasn't gonna be, I was planning on being there. I was also planning on, like, I originally wanted to go to Iowa to do a show and then to see the Field of Screams premiere in Iowa. That didn't happen, but then another gig just kind of fell into my lap for that day on Friday. So and it was in Nebraska. It's a 3.5 hour drive. So I took the day off from work. I woke up. I slept in, enjoyed not being at work for a little bit, and I took the dog for a brief little walk. I got my shit together, and then I gassed up the car, and I started driving. Got out the door probably around noon, I want to say. Probably noonish. Yeah. And then, I was doing pretty good. I was trekking along, just hauling up northeast towards Nebraska. And about halfway there, I got really sleepy, which tends to happen to me sometimes on long car rides when, like, if I'm driving, if I'm already kind of tired and, like, I'm a little bit groggy, if it's warm out, if I'm comfortable when I'm driving, and it's a little bit too easy of a drive and I don't have to have my wits about me, I tend to get a little bit sleepy and my brain just starts to shut down. And it's kind of scary because, like, it's happened to me a few times before where I'm driving and then, like, I can't physically keep my eyes open. I'm, like, slapping myself, rolling down the windows and shit, but like my brain is just like shutting down. So I felt that coming on, and I was like, all right, well, I got a little bit of time, so why don't I just, like, go pull over for a second and just nap? So that's what I did. I saw an exit. I took it. I went and got some snacks. I got some food, some gas, and then I just napped in a hotel parking lot, which is one of the safest places to nap in my experience, especially out in the middle of nowhere. There's no activity going on. So I slept in my car for like 30 minutes, woke up, felt good, took a drink of some tea, and then I just kept moving. And I got there, and I forgot that there was an hour time difference. I just barely crossed over the line for the time difference. So there's a slight time difference when I got there, so I jumped ahead an hour. And so by the time I got there, I was coming in right at around 5. And I arrived at the same time as the headliner. He lives in Omaha. And I get to the gig. Awesome gig. Super cool. Really small. It was almost like our own Don't Tell because it's in this very tiny town. And there's a music creator there. He owns a recording studio. And the recording studio used to be a bank that was built in, like, 1920s or whatever. So there was like 30 people there, somewhere around there, that he sent invites to via email list. So everybody who was there, like, bought a ticket. It was BYOB. Super fun time. Everybody had a great time. Everybody was really gracious and enjoyed being there for comedy. They all bought merch after the show, which is, like, man, it was the most successful selling of merch other than when I headlined Stella's. Like, it just felt really good, and it was out of state. These people didn't know me, so they bought air fresheners, and the air fresheners, I was like, maybe I have one here. I don't have one here, but, like, they're the logo, and the air fresheners, I was like, yeah, they're pay what you want. You can give me $1 if you want or whatever. And I really like that method because sometimes guys will be like, no, come on, tell me how much you want. And I go, okay, well, it's $5. And so they give me $5. But then sometimes people are just like, here's $20. And I go, fantastic. And if people hand me a 20, then I'm like, hey, you can also get a shirt, and I'll just throw in the air freshener for free. So I was able to move like 1 or 2 shirts. I did a merch swap with Zach Peterson, who was the headliner. Very nice guy. He's been doing stand up for like 15 years. We have a lot of mutual friends, so we just got along swimmingly. And I got to do 30 minutes, and it felt good. Like I did 30 minutes. Like I was definitely stretching myself for sure, but like, because I was a little bit nervous. Like I really wanted to perform well for these people. But I got to 30 minutes and I was like, that wasn't so bad. Like I could probably do another 15 maybe. At least another 5. I think I did 33 actually. So like I probably could have hit 40 if I wanted to, but then me and the headliner would have done the same amount of time. So I didn't want to do that. So yeah, it was great. I felt really good about it. I definitely hope to be back soon. But then I drove 3.5 hours back to Denver that night. Oh man, I don't know why, but like the drive back didn't feel as long. I didn't stop, and I did gain an hour when I drove back. So I ended up getting home at like midnight, I think. Got home at midnight. Patrick's birthday was off and swinging, off and running, and I got there, and there was a lot of energy. I came home like I felt good about doing the gig, and got to just like hang out with people, and great time, very nice time. Um, Woke up super hungover. Saturday, I just rotted all day. Like I'm pretty sure that's all I did. No, wait, we did something. My girlfriend and I went and toured a townhome. That was pretty nice. And then Sunday, I can't remember what I did on Sunday. I don't know. Oh, I went shooting. I shot guns. I did another drive. Uh, Brandon and I, we drove up to Greeley, met my dad and my uncle there, and then they wanted to go shoot some guns at the Pawnee Grasslands, which is like, it's free. It's just like out in the middle of nowhere in the grasslands. It's up north towards where I was going for Nebraska again. But it's just like a big dirt, like there's these big dirt mounds, where you can just walk out there and set up a target, and then you can just shoot for free. If you got guns, you got ammo, you can shoot for free. So that's what we did. We went out there. There was a bunch of people out there, who are all out there. It's kind of crazy. It's like the Wild West, because you go out there and it's just like, you got to tell everybody in your line, hey, I'm walking out there to put out my targets. And so you go and you tell everybody stop shooting for 2 seconds. But there's a lot of people there, and you can just bring whatever guns you want, dude. It was crazy. Dudes had like, this guy had like a fucking, it was like, I don't even know what kind of gun it was, but it was something that I might have seen on like Call of Duty or something. Because it's literally, dude, it's got a clip, and you go, and it was fast and it was loud. It was crazy. So these these dudes had these crazy guns. We were shooting pistols, 9mm. We were shooting 22s. 22s is like one step above a pellet gun. It's like hardly any kick. The bullet is like that big. It's real small, and like the 9mm pistol was like louder, and it was like pow pow pow. So we're shooting that. I shot an AR-15. I don't think it was my first time shooting it, but it's like it's got some kick. Bullet's a little bit bigger, and it's like koosh koosh koosh. I'm just imitating gun sounds now. But yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun, but it was windy as fuck, dude. It was so windy out. It was super windy, and that made it. And also, like getting there, it was just kind of tough because I was still pretty tired from Friday night, and we drive an hour to get there. We were already running late, and we felt bad at first. We're like, oh fuck, we're like an hour. We're gonna show up like an hour later than what we agreed on. Nobody gave a shit for it. I just told my dad like, hey, we're gonna be late, and it was just the 4 of us, so it was fine. Not a big deal. So what? My uncle got to spend time with my dad for a little bit longer. Big deal. We were really nervous about it because we didn't want to get shit from it. But we show up, we stopped at Dutch Bros and got our little pregame drinks, our little pregame caffeine, And then my dad and my uncle want to go get burritos, right? So we go and get burritos. And I'm like in such a rush. I put my burrito on my seat and then I move some stuff around. I take off my hoodie and I like put some stuff in the back seat, and then I go and I just sit down right away and I sit on my burrito, and the burrito just like shoots out of one end, and I go, oh no, and I stand up, and my burrito is just all over my seat, and I have to like frantically like clean it up. My uncle, and my dad are waiting for us on the other street, waiting to drive to the shooting range. And I'm like, let's just go. Let's just get there. I'm just trying to get there and get this over with. We go out there, and my dad gets lost. I'm following him. He's using Google Maps, but like, I don't know, his phone's acting weird. So he passes the turn. I have my maps up too, and we keep passing the left turns. And I'm going, what is going on? I should have called him. But he goes, all right, my phone's being weird. He pulls over and he's like, my phone's being weird, so you lead us. So I go, okay. So I start taking us, and Google Maps takes me down this weird road that's like, it's barely a road. It shouldn't even exist. It's like, it feels like we're driving through a property or something, because there's a fence and then there's just like a patch of dirt that we can drive along. And there's like big ruts in it from other people driving through it and not having any maintenance at all, and just irrigation and erosion. So I'm driving in the ruts, and then all of a sudden I start to notice, oh, it's getting kind of high. And all of a sudden I start to bottom out, and I can hear the bottom of my car like scraping on the thing. And I just start to panic. I start to freak out. I'm like, like, and then so I pull off from that, and like I drive a CRV, so it's like not the worst car to be driving in that terrain, but it's like not super high up, not the best, not my dad's truck, right? So I drive off, and I'm kind of on the side of the road, and we see people and cars, and we're like, all right, this is the place, we made it. So we get there, and so just getting there was really tough, and like just the whole day was kind of stressful. And then we get there, and there's people going boom, 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 just like shooting guns, and then there's just like an insane wind, and I'm wearing like a hoodie and a sweatshirt, not a windbreaker, dude. So I was getting cold. It got cold really fast, and the wind and the grass and the cold, dude. Like my allergies just like hit me so hard. So like, and it happens every year. It happens every year for like 1 or 2 days. Like I just get hit with the worst allergies imaginable. I forgot I didn't even take an allergy pill today. But Monday and Tuesday, my face was just like leaking out, dude. Like I can't stop. Like I was just dripping tears out of my face, and then my nose was just like always runny. So all day at work on Monday and Tuesday, I was just plugging my nose, and you can still hear it in my voice probably, because I was just all stuffy and running. And then Tuesday, I went and played basketball with the boys, and that kind of messed up my chest and my throat. Like whenever I run for a certain amount of time, I realize how little I've been running outside recently, and I get that like that like burning sensation, and like I taste blood, and I can feel the blood like in my esophagus and my lungs. Like it feels like my lungs are bleeding, and I can taste it in my mouth. And like after a second, it goes. Like I took a break. I sat out for a game, and it went away, and then I was fine, and I played like 2 more games. But like the rest of like all day today, like my chest has been kind of hurting, and I've been kind of just recovering from that. But I didn't take an allergy pill because I didn't feel like I needed one, because my face finally stopped leaking for once. So yeah, dude, that was my week. That's why I've been so busy, and that's why I kind of just fell off. I could have just watched a set for 20 minutes or whatever. But dude, that's the life, dude. That's the life that I live. And to be honest with you, I still don't want to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to end this death streak, okay? Because I still have a chance, all right? I still have a chance to make up for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 more days, 15 more opportunities in this month for me to set a new PR, and I got four in the bank. So let's do this, huh? I'm going to do it. All right. I'm going to come back next week, and I'm going to have more X's than I had this week. Okay. I promise. Yeah. So thank you. That was my week. That's how I've been stretching myself. I've really been pushing it pretty hard. and it's been going good. I got exciting things coming for the pod. I got exciting guests coming up. I got, what else do I got? What do I have? Um, oh, I got a new cover for the podcast in the works. I got a new song coming up in the works, and it's gonna be great. And I'm super excited for that. Let's start to wrap it up here, folks. I'm trying to do a short one tonight because I just want to get it done and put it out there for you. And I don't want to. And I'm using my camera battery currently. And I forgot to change my camera settings, so I'm probably shooting in 4K again. That's one of the biggest things about cameras, dude. Is you just gotta like check your settings. Like it's bad to be in a rush, you know. But I got some exciting things coming up, folks. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Tomorrow, the 17th, I'm going to be at Stella's Pinball in Greeley. We got Caleb signing, headlining, baby. I'm super stoked to work with Caleb again. I haven't worked with him since early last year in like January. So it's been over a year. I got to work with him at Comic Sense. We hit it off, and I've been looking for a chance to get him back at Stella's, or to get him to Stella's ever since. And finally, the stars aligned, and he's doing the Underground this weekend. So if you're in Denver, go see him at the Denver Comedy Underground the 18th and the 19th. But on the 17th, he's all mine, baby, and I get to host him at Stella's on the 17th, and then the 19th, I'm going to be at Pallet City Pop-Up Show. It's a merch pop-up at Spilt Milk Studios in Denver. And that's going to be very fun. If you guys are in the area, come through, hang out. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be running like all afternoon. It's going to be really fun. There's going to be a live podcast recording that our friend of the pod, Sean Connolly from the Intolerable Pod, he's going to be hosting a live podcast there, and I'm going to be a guest on it. I'm going to pop in, say what's up, and then I'm going to be taking photos for Garrett. So go out there and support Pallet City, support Intolerable Pod, and just hang out. You know, buy some merch. I don't know if Pallet City is going to be the only person in the only game in town there, but maybe there will be other vendors there as well. So it could be just a fun thing to hang out and shop around and support local creatives. And the same thing goes for the 26th. Same thing. He's doing it on the 19th and the 26th, merch pop-up. So come check those out. And then the 24th, next Thursday, is the Lyric premiere of Field of Screams. It's a very good movie. It's my second time seeing it. It'll be my third time seeing it when I go to Fort Collins. And it's very good. It's very fun. Very fun movie. A lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of screams. It's a good time. What else? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but very exciting stuff coming up. One piece of news that I want to share with you all before we go is myself and Helen Driesen. Shout out. We got greenlit to open for Beth Stelling at the Rialto in Casper, Wyoming. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, dude. It's a huge win. It's a huge win for me because I wasn't sure. I was really nervous. About it. I saw that opportunity. Beth Stelling's going to be opening or for headlining, and I was like, man, I would love to open and work with her. And me and Bryn saw Helen open for her at the Comedy Fort a couple of months ago. And so I submitted both of us, and they said yes to both of us, which is such a relief because, like, it would have really been tough for me to get rejected over email like that, to be like, we want Helen, we don't want you, bud, sorry. And I would have been like, oh, sorry. Or if, like, Beth was bringing her own feature, I would have just had a Helen host. And, like, that's totally fine. I went into it having no expectations and being fully prepared for something like that to happen, but it didn't, and now it's happening. So, folks, if you're, please go support a comedy show, whether it's Stella's in Greeley or the Rialto in Casper, Wyoming, or any shows in your area. Go and seek live comedy. It's best. It's the best. It's the best use of your time in these trying times, in these stressful and tumultuous times that we live in, folks. Go and have yourself a laugh and support the local creatives around you. Love you. keep being stretchy out there, folks. Hold on. Let's try that again. Love you. Stay stretchy, folks. See you next time.
Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself.